Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to show you how to optimize aggressive sniper to get the maximum profit for your trades. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off by making sure that we have strategy tester set up properly. We're going to make sure that we have every tick here. Make sure it says every tick here. We're going to use date. I'm going to go with January 1st, 2017. We're going to go to 2018 here. We're going to go to May 19th, 2018. Then we're going to just go over here, make sure that the period is at H1. And we're going to make sure that this spread here says 30 points, okay? Then we're going to click on the expert properties. And as we open up expert properties, you're going to see that aggressive sniper has 6 different speed settings. That's the feature of this expert advisor, is to be able to pick up 6 different speed settings and open up trades in that direction. What we're looking for is high volatility. And the default settings, I don't recommend the default settings. I recommend optimizing this expert advisor for your own trading platform, your own MetaTrader platform, and your broker, because everybody's platform and broker acts differently. There's a certain amount of lag time, there's a certain amount of processing power and everything. It just varies from system to system, and I do recommend optimizing it on your own system. But I will provide some optimization files. I'm actually going to be providing them in this blog post as well on this video. So let's get started here. What we're going to do here is, the first thing is we're going to click reset. Then we're going to load up our aggressive sniper optimize file that I will provide in this video and below this video. Then we're going to notice, I just want to point out a couple things here. In the open trade section, you're going to see that I have these 2 things checked off here. Only open pips and open seconds here on the first open trades speed section. And if you notice, only one says true for now. This is only because we're going to be optimizing this. We're going to start off with, it's going to start processing 10 pips. And it's going to go increments of 10 up to 60 pips. So it's going to be 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50 and 60 pips. And then it's going to go 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 50 seconds, 60 seconds. So it's going to process and test and optimize all of those different settings to give you the results of the trades for those. And it comes out, I think, to about 36 different settings, 6 times 6, 36 different set files will be produced, and we're going to choose the very best, the top 6 of those, according to our rules. And also, we're going to look here, and you're going to see that I have, by default, we have risk management is true. This will actually increment your lot size according to 0.01 for every $200 of balance in your account. That's going to compound your profits in a very, very generous way, and you'll want to keep an eye on that. If you don't want to use this feature, all you do is simply select off false. But we're going to use it because I love it. It works great. I've tested it many times, and it's fantastic. And we're going to just, let's get started now. We have these other features down here. We have the stop loss setting at a very big 152 pip stop loss, and I'll tell you why. The reason why is the markets will go against you. And when you have a stop loss with an expert advisor like this, with a sniping strategy, many times the market's going to do so many fake breaks. And it will go and hit your 20 pip stop loss, it'll hit your 40, it'll hit your 50. And what I noticed is that if I have this out 152 pips, it gives it plenty of time to come back and hit our 5 pip start trail and our 4 pip trailing. So we're going to start trailing at 5, and we're going to trail 4 pips. And as you'll see in the optimization, that you will hit this 152 pip stop loss occasionally. And it's a big, big loss. And it hurts. but the majority of our trades will hit the 5 pip and trail 4, and they'll trade so many times and win this way that it'll surpass the few losses that we get with the 152 pip stop loss. The whole idea of this process is like being a casino. Think of it like you're a casino, and the casino has some days where the casino loses, and then other days it's constantly winning because there's so many people who are betting and gambling, and the casinos just racking up those small profits over time. And that's the whole idea of this. And you'll see how it works now. But we're going to click OK, and we're going to hit the optimization checkbox here, make sure that's checked off, and then we're going to click Start. And as we click Start, we're going to click in allow this to process here, and it will take a few minutes here. It's going to take a little while because it is on every tick, and this does take some time. But what I want to do is show you how I do this, because I want each and every one of you to be able to do this yourself on your own systems and to do it properly so you get the maximum benefit of this expert advisor. And as you see here, you'll see it's already starting to process. It's going to do, it looks like, 36 different setting files. It's already up to 2 now. And if you look here, we have, you'll notice here we have this here, X pips is the number of pips, X seconds is the number of seconds. At this strategy here, at 10 pips every 10 seconds, produced $64,000 in profit. And it was a 6.99 profit factor. And the drawdown was only 6.32%. That's good. That's very good. So that's probably going to be a keeper here for the this first section here. And what I do normally when I optimize this expert advisor is I open this up like this. You'll see I just dragged it. Just drag this up here like that. So we could see all these results here. We have the first 6 now. And if you notice, the whole idea of this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 seconds. Now you can do it any way you want to do it. You can do it every 5 seconds, every 10 seconds, every second, every 2 seconds. There's thousands of different possibilities and variations to this. But I'm using, for this tutorial, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60 seconds. And we're going to see which combinations work the best. And if you look here, we're at 10 pips every 20 seconds, produce $41,000. Now keep in mind, I do have the risk management on and the smart lot feature enabled that I was showing you before, which actually gives you 0.01 lot size for every $200. And this is a $50,000 account, strategy testing account here. So just keep that in mind when you see these profits here. The 64,000 is profit over and above the $50,000 starting balance. So, and the lot sizes are relatively big because of that. So just keep that in mind. And if you look here, we have this one's good. This one here, it's got 22% drawdown. I'm not really sure I like that, so I probably won't use that one. I'll probably use this one here, 6% drawdown. I'll be probably going to be using this one here, perhaps, or even, no, this one here, because it's 6.42%. That's 30 pips every 20 seconds. I like that. Yeah, it's only $8,000 profit, but you know what? Look at the drawdown is low. Nobody likes a lot of drawdown. Some of my other strategies have high drawdowns because they open on candle and they go over long term. But this is not a long-term strategy. So we don't want a lot of drawdown, but we are going to get hit with that 152 pip stop loss once in a while, and it will scare you. But I do recommend using this on a demo account first before you put it on a live trading account to get used to it, get used to the feel, and get the settings that you like for each pair that you want to use. And here we go. We got this one here, 26% drawdown. I don't like it. We're going to go probably with something like right around, probably going to go with something like this maybe. But anyway, what we're going to do is show you after this thing finishes how I select them, and then I'll run a test of a file that I already created here, and so you get the idea. But as you see here, it looks like this is going to take a little bit longer than I wanted it to. So I'm going to just go ahead. Hopefully you got the idea. You're going to select the, the settings with the lowest drawdown, the highest profit you can get, a good profit factor, and you're going to select 6 of those. And when you select 6 of those, you're going to go right in to Expert Properties. After you've write them down, the different settings that were good. And then you're going to go ahead and just click Reset here. And then just go through and just go in here and change them, just like that. I already have a setting file that I have already made for this currency pair, and it's right here. And if you notice, it's 10 pips every 10 seconds. I have 30 in every 20 seconds, 50 and 30. And I optimized this earlier today. So let's go see what the thing does. We're going to go ahead and let's see visual mode. I want to show you how this thing works. Let's see how this works. Right. Here we go. So you get a little idea how the strategy works. If you notice there, this one here, the speed was moving at one of those 6 different speeds. It opened the trade and then it closed it here. It just started trailing very quickly. And we're waiting for another one. Now, as you can see, it doesn't open up a lot of trades, because if you open up too many trades, you're just going to lose. So it's going. There's another one there. See how it just opened? And you wait again. There's another one. See that one open up a nice one there. And if you look here, look at the graph. See, that was a really good one. And you just keep watching it. And what you're looking for too is to make sure that it trades the way you want it to trade. Make sure you like the way it trades. You don't want to. If you don't like it, don't trade with it. But just tweak the settings until you feel comfortable with it, and it works. When you look at this one here, you notice how it went down and it went against you. It went against me 75 pips. Look at that. It went against you 75 pips, and then it came down into profit. So you got to be able to handle these big drawdowns here. And there's another one. Look at this one here. This one came down just as it opened. It retraced about 46 pips, and then it came down into profit. So that's just the way these strategies work. I mean, you have to get used to the way they work. There's another one. Two of them ended in profit there. Here's a third one that went in profit here. It works very well. There's 2 more here. And here's one that's a little scary. Okay, we might as well look at the difficult ones too, you know. Here's one that opened here, just barely missed it, and it came down against you, and it went down almost 150 pips. This is really crazy. It went down almost and hit the stop loss. Let's see what happens. I mean, it almost hit it. It actually came up into profit, but it pretty much practically hit the stop loss, but didn't. You got to get used to these kind of trades. If you're going to trade like this over long term, there's a couple more there that ended in profit here, profit. You can also experiment with a larger start trailing feature. Look at this one here where it was opened up 3 trades on one candlestick. 1, 2, 3, all in profit. You keep going and keep going, and there's another one there. There's another one. You just keep going and going and going. This is now in the middle of look at the equity line too. You really gotta look at your graph to make sure that the graph is producing a line that you want, and you just keep analyzing it, making sure that it works the way you want it to work. Here's another one that's kind of scary. Let's just be honest. I mean, the market will go against you sometimes. It's not going to work for every single time. It's unrealistic for the market to work in your favor all the time. This one here went up 100 pips against me and then came down into profit. Look, boom. So you got to look at these trade. There's one that's amazing. Look at that. Look at the graph just flying up there like that. And look, it opened, boom, 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 opened a whole bunch of trades, all in profit. So as you can see, it does work. Here's one that's another scary one, going about 100 pips against you after all of these wins. And then it has this one where it kind of looks like it might hit the stop loss, and it's not. It didn't hit it. That's why I have it set at 152 pips, because a lot of times the market will retrace and come back before it goes all the way out to 150. But here's one that might hit it. Actually, there it is. There's our first loss. There we go. See that? There's our first loss. We have all these wins, Here's some big wins here, and then boom, it keeps winning and winning and winning. And then we have this big loss here where you just lost all this traction here. All these trades were lost in one trade. So you have to be able to handle that now. And then you just keep trading and trading and trading and over long term. There's another one. All win, 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 win. A whole bunch of wins all in a row. Because it's picking up the speed and volatility. Look at the volatility of that candle. It's picking up the speed of it. And it's literally just picking it up and trailing and picking it up and trailing, and the strategy does work. And here's another one, a whole bunch of wins right in there. Look at that, all those wins. Here's more wins, more wins. I don't know how much longer I'm going to do this video. I think I'm going to go ahead and probably just think I've shown enough here. I want you all to make sure that you understand how this works, how this expert advisor works, and understand how to optimize it for yourselves. I will be here always to support you and to help you tweak these settings. I'll even provide set files for you to test on your own if you want, and I'll have them always providing them. But the best way is for you to optimize it yourself on the currency pairs that you want to use and get the maximum benefit out of it. And I sure hope you enjoyed this video. And as you can see, all of this time period here, we only had that one loss so far. And you have a wonderful day. Thank you.